Pregunten a la gente si se escucha bien y se ve.
Okay.
Y tenemos que acordarnos de mirar la cámara. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello, do you hear us?
Well, I'm Luis Sevilla, I'm Taylor, the founder of and CEO of Dygma, and here we have Miquel Corby, that you may know him as Dygman in our Discord, and he's our head of content. He's in charge of the Kickstarter and all the videos that you see in our YouTube channel, our socials and so on. So we thought that it would be a good idea to bring him on because basically he knows more about the Kickstarter than me. So
Yeah. So hi.
He's feeling shy. Just give him 10 minutes. Guys, do you hear us fine? Is it okay? By the way, you have the...
Yeah, hello, everything's good, so I guess we're good to go.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna be like around an hour and a half, more or less, and we'll be answering all your questions, even the spicy questions. So don't feel shy and ask us anything. Miguel, do you have any question over there?
Yeah, I have one question here. It starts with if I got the Defy without the Underglow, will there be an aluminum full body, or will it be with the LED strip just without the light option?
Okay, if I understood the question properly, what you're asking, or what this person is asking, is that if he buys the Defy without the Underglow, what will happen with this strip?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, so it will have no LEDs inside, but the strip will continue being here. Something that we are considering is that this strip could be black in the black version. In the silver one, probably it will be the same because it looks good, because it kind of has the same look and feel of the rest of the product. But yeah, probably it will be like this.
Okay, so next question is hello. So this is the Luis that I get the emails from. Yeah, so that's it. Yes. So some people are asking like, what's the difference? Like, if you can go over like small difference from the Moonlander to compared to the Defy,
okay,
specs wise.
Okay, small differences. I would say the biggest difference probably is the Thumbcluster. I would say the Moonlander Thumbcluster has kind of like a foldable design with a few buttons. I think the concept is really interesting. The problem is when you lay your hand on top of the keyboard. Actually, maybe we can get the shot from the top. Okay, awesome. So when you put your hand on top of the keyboard, there's kind of like a gap here that is kind of the best area to place your thumb. So I would say that the design is interesting, but the premium spot where to place your thumb is empty. So I think that's a potential problem with people with small hands. I think people with large hands will be fine, to be honest, because even if they stretch their hand more, they will feel comfortable. But people with medium to smaller hands, I think that gap they would love to have a key there. Apart from that, because of the curved design of this Thumbcluster, probably this is going to be more comfortable. Although something to have in mind is that we haven't designed this Thumbcluster so every key is comfortable for everyone. By the way, if you want to switch.
Yeah.
Oh, and we haven't said anything, but we have here our videographer. If you want to say, yeah. So it's Julian. He's in charge of doing all our videos. That's his hand. We haven't cut the hand of anyone yet. Yeah. So he's gonna be going from one camera to another one. They've set up, Miquel and Julian. They've set up this amazing. They've created this amazing setup. Anyway, going back to the topic, so we've created this thumb. So if you have a large hand, you're gonna be reaching the outer keys more comfortably, or actually you could say the inner keys. And if you have smaller hands, you're gonna be reaching the further keys more comfortably. If you have a quite flexible thumb, then probably you're gonna be reaching all of them comfortably. But we designed it this way in purpose, so it doesn't matter what kind of size of hand you have and how flexible or how good your movement in your thumbs are, that you're gonna be reaching all the keys. Apart from this, more stuff. So design wise, of course, this is subjective opinion, but the aluminum body is beautiful. Also our band pads, although we are reworking them and you will see them, I would say kind of softer band pads is really nice, also having multiple heights. And more stuff, we have removed these keys here. Maybe we can switch. Awesome. Yeah, so we've removed these keys here, and that's because we consider that hitting these keys with the pinkies or forces your hand to go up and down, or kind of moves your hand laterally, and we think that it's better to have those keys in the thumbs. And lastly, probably is the tenting. Yeah, maybe we can use this one, maybe this one. I have to be careful because this is a prototype and I don't want to destroy anything, but basically our tenting, you can pull the legs and you can put it up to 60 degrees. You have the reverse tilting too. Okay, so the combination of these tenting options compared to the Moonlander forces kind of, if you want to have tenting, you have to raise your the thumb cluster, right? And if you have a small hand, now you cannot reach those keys comfortably. But in this case, the thumb cluster is always in the same position. So even if you tent it to 60 degrees, you will always reach it as if it's at 0 degrees. So we believe that kind of this a big advantage. But of course, we are the designers of this keyboard.
We're a bit biased.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we're a bit biased. So obviously, we love our product and we think it's amazing. So of course, take our opinions as who we are, because we don't want to discredit these guys, because obviously they have a great product and their customers are happy. So just have this in mind. Yes, so you don't feel like we're selling here.
Yeah,
because for the sake, exactly, for the sake of selling. Yeah, I hope I answered your question properly.
Yeah, so small comment, they say like you're not looking at the camera, maybe instead of looking at the
you know what's happening is like we're not professional streamers.
No.
This is like kind of our third time doing this, and we have the camera right there and we have a screen where we are seeing ourselves here. Yeah, so we see what we're doing.
We should prove it.
So I'm gonna make an effort on looking at the camera instead of to us.
Yeah,
so sorry if
it's
a bit weird.
It's difficult. I do it too. So quick, this one is an easy question. So does the configuration software allow for LED customization for each key, like per key RGB?
Yes. Here you're not seeing it because these are prototypes and it doesn't have the final firmware. So the customization options on these prototypes is fairly limited. But yeah, this will be just like the race. In the race, you can change every key. You can customize the LED of every key in every layer. So this will be the same from the get-go, and we will improve the lighting effects moving forward.
And I would add another thing, that each segment of the Underglow will be customizable to independently.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can create like a custom whatever rainbow you want or anything you want. Okay, so another quick question: does the keyboard support alternative layouts like DevRack or Columnar for the keycaps?
For the keycaps.
Yeah, I guess that's the question, because I understand that it's programmable.
Okay,
so you can
understood. So yeah, because as you said, because it's programmable, yeah, you can have any layout. And for the keycaps, we are not going to be launching with Columnar, DevRack, or anything like this. But if there's enough interest in the community, we will do it moving forward.
And we will have blank keycaps with dash keycaps, like these ones that we have here. So this is the race, but the keycaps would be kind of like this. They let a lot of light through, and we will have this for the Defy too. Yeah, maybe you can, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see the ones here in the side are kind of dashes. So there will be like this, like these ones. Okay, so I have another question. Yeah, are there any official documentation for base core like Key has and CMKey has? I would say so, but I'm not sure if by official documentation he means the information that we have in our website, or you mean more kind of like from a coder's perspective. Yeah, from more like perspective. Okay, so yeah, we have a GitHub and our base core is over there, and there's some documentation. I wouldn't say it's super well explained everything, but if you're a coder probably and you're used to using GitHub, probably you can check it and you will figure out things much better than I would, because yeah, we're not coders. Yeah, not at all. So there's another good question. If you say that the Underglow would look good here, so they ask if you could turn it off so they could see how this border would look. Yeah, this is the backlight. Wait. I have to do the rotation. Yeah, that's prototype. It wouldn't work that way. Yeah, it won't work this way in the final product. Yeah, okay. So this is lights off. Yeah, maybe you can get the top shot. Yeah, so this is lights off. So this is how you can see. So overall, the design is fairly integrated.
and you can see in the bottom side. So because it has a combination of grays, the silver and the gray of the of the underglow look fine. It looks well integrated, like it's kind of on purpose. So that's why we're considering keeping this one this way.
Okay, so now a question that I can answer. Or maybe you can answer that because it's pretty straightforward. What will be the length of the warranty?
Okay.
So yeah, we'll be offering like 2-year warranty. That's the thing that we offer with the race, and yeah, 2-year warranty.
Yeah, about the warranty in Europe, just by law, we have to give 2-year warranty. I think in the US it's 1-year warranty by law.
Yep.
But in Europe, any electronic device must have 2-year warranty. So yeah, Europe is taking care of the customers.
So another quick question: do the dash keycaps have homing keys? Those small bumps on the F and J case. I don't know if you get to see that on the camera, but they should. They're here, but maybe you don't really get to see that on the camera, but they're just there.
Maybe I can get it a little bit closer.
I will find the next question.
I'm not sure if it should be here. I'm not sure if you see it. I think so. Yeah, I think you can see it over there. Yeah.
Okay. So have you considered doing sorry, no, other question. Yeah, they're asking if we have decided on the profile of the keycaps, and if we've looked into those north facing and interference with the keycaps and all that stuff.
Yeah, okay, good question. Yeah, we looked into it. And actually we are going to probably move forward with a TerryMX profile that it's going to have the issue of the north facing switches and so on, but we believe that overall it's going to feel better in the keyboard because these keycaps are a bit lower, and just for the sake of ergonomics, the flatter the keyboard is, the less that you have to raise your elbows to reach it. And on top of that, we believe that it looks really good. So the combination of ergonomics and aesthetics, we kind of like that one. So how we could do it? So we could use the north facing switches. So we would need to have much taller keycaps that this would force our hands to go higher. So then to be in a good posture, then you would raise your elbows. So yeah, it's like when the keycaps, so if the design of the keycaps impact the position of the body, probably it's too much. So we prefer to make it thinner or flatter, so it's more comfortable for everyone without having to change the way that you're sitting to have a good ergonomic posture. I hope the explanation made sense. It was a bit mumbly or all over the place.
Okay, so I'm trying to sort all the questions because there's so many. Quick one, latency of the keyboard when wired and when on RF or Bluetooth.
To be honest, I don't remember the exact number because the exact number is so low that it didn't register in my brain, but it's like it's gonna be lower than the race, and it's, I don't know, in the I would like to say something, but maybe one of our engineers will hear me and will say you're wrong. So I don't know, I would say like in the 5 ms or less area, but yeah, I wouldn't sign this with blood, but I know it's really low.
Yeah, and probably for RF it's been lower, at least what our engineer told us.
Yeah, Bluetooth will be a bit higher, but overall it's quite good. RF and cable will be the lowest, and both of them are really, really close.
Okay, so quick question that I will also get, and I think is very interesting. Has the tenting kit been thoroughly tested for durability?
I would say no, and this is not the correct commercial answer, and I'm aware of this, but I would like to explain. So we created a tenting kit that it's been out in the market for quite some time, and we are using a very similar mechanism in the way the tenting kit is kind of connected to the keyboard, and we're using very similar materials. The main difference, actually, I can show you. Yeah, we can use this one as an example. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but we're using aluminum here, and we're going to be using plastic in the inside part. And if you've seen the tenting, that's the exact same thing. The main difference is that the tenting kit that we have right now in the keyboards, Julian, if you mind switching, the tenting kit that we have right now in the race has a metal plate and a metal leg, and here the difference is that it's going to be a plastic body, but this is a whole body. It's the whole body of the keyboard. It's not just a plate that the legs are attached. So to be honest, I think the durability is going to be fantastic, and that's because the system is really robust. Actually, sorry, Julian, if we can change again. So something that you can see is that we have two little legs. I don't know if you can see it here. And the reason we have two little legs is because we want to be able to have a really good angle here, where the force is always well distributed through the keyboard. So we've done this so it doesn't matter how you want to do it. By the way, I'm really careful because this is a prototype and I don't want to mess it around, but this way you always have a really good angle where the resistance is great. So yeah, we haven't tested a ton, and the reason behind this is because we have this prototype. We haven't gone through testing with the final materials because we are hitting manufacturing. But this design is based on a product that is well tested. We've sold thousands of them. People are loving it, and I would say this is an improvement on the race tenting, so it should be better.
Yep. Now an easy question after this one. Will a travel case be available?
Yeah, same as the race. So I don't know if we have a race travel case around, maybe.
Yeah, we have plenty of there.
Okay. Yeah, so if you have a race, the travel case is going to be basically same style. Of course, the Defy has slightly different dimensions. So this, okay, awesome. Here it is.
With the keyboard?
Yeah, there's a keyboard inside. Yes.
Okay, it's fine.
Maybe you can switch to the top camera.
Yeah, and I'm going to. Instructions
that nobody reads.
Yeah. Stickers. Yeah, anyway, so this one that we have in the office, right? So this is the a bit dirty, so we need a cleaner one, but yeah, it's this kind of.
Yeah, and the cable should be there.
Yeah, the cable should be here. Yeah, exactly. As you can see, this is a bit used, but we have it here in the office. So sorry, it was not prepared for the video, but yeah, this kind of style of case we're gonna have it. And as you can see, it's a traveling case. It's designed so it's easy to put it in the backpack. And we have a questionnaire where we ask the unboxing experience and we ask about the case, and people love it. So even though we were thinking about kind of creating a new one with a new design, if people are loving it, there's a good chance that we make it work. So let's keep something that is
not
good.
Broken.
Yeah, exactly, and let's adapt it properly to the design of the Defy. Oh, but something new. Probably the colors are gonna be different. So maybe there's something special over there in the inner lining, in the inner material, and also in the outer.
Okay, I have too many questions.
Are you feeling overwhelmed?
Okay, yeah. Easy one. N-key rollover.
Okay. Yeah, there's N-key rollover, just like with the race. By the way, go for the spicy ones.
Yeah, I'm
the difficult ones.
Yeah.
And also maybe you can mention who's
that
asking.
I should be. Yeah. So Dominic Hoppins is asking, will the Defy ship with two cables, one for each side, like the race, or a single Y-shaped cable?
Okay, it will ship with 4 cables. Like the race, the race is shipped with 2 20 centimeters USB-C to USB-C, 50 centimeter USB-C to USB-C, and 1.5 meters USB-C to USB-A. And I'm sorry, I don't know this in inches. In your we use centimeters. So, but a slight modification from the cables from the race to the Defy is that the shorter ones, instead of being 20 centimeters long, are gonna be 30 centimeters long, and the 1.5 meters is going to be USB-A to USB-A. Sorry, USB-C to USB-C, and we're going to have an adapter to turn it into USB-A. So why we've done this change is because the Defy doesn't attach, and because it doesn't attach, you're going to probably want to split it further from the get-go. So having the short cables, instead of being 20 centimeters, being 30 centimeters, allow for this, and the USB-A to A and the converter, or this, because we believe that more options for the users are better. It's slightly more expensive for us, of course, but I think people will appreciate it. And if you don't appreciate it, tell us, and then we can remove the connector, and then everything is easier.
Yeah. Okay, so now a very interesting question: are there going to be holes in the base so we can mount like a tripod, or we can put an accessory or something like that?
This question is coming from.
Oh, sorry, man. I will find it and I will tell you.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to have four. I think it's M3 the screws. Four M3 holes. Linux. Okay, awesome. Okay, good question, Linux. Thank you. So we're going to have four M3 holes, and I think they are split by around 2 centimeters each. So there's going to be like 4 positions, kind of in the center of the keyboard. And here you cannot see it because we don't have it in this prototype, but it will be kind of around this area. And there will be kind of like 2 holes, four holes like this. So, yep, there will be a way of mounting the Defy.
Okay, so we have a easy question, that one for me. So someone arrived at Snow City and asked when is it going to release? So that's gonna be my question. So the Kickstarter campaign starts on Wednesday, the 1st.
Yeah.
So less than a week, and you can already check the Kickstarter page, and you can subscribe to be notified when we launch. There's the link, and it will take you to a Kickstarter.
And you can see that he works in marketing because he knows all the stuff. Get subscribed, get notified. We will send you emails.
Yeah.
He doesn't skip a beat.
No. That's my job. Not to skip a beat. So Daniel RL asks, are the batteries gonna be easily replaceable? Yeah, it's. I would add that for us it's very important that you can repair your race and
your Defy,
just sorry, also the race too, and so it's easily to disassemble it and change stuff and fix it, and the batteries.
Yeah, I've grabbed the race because obviously this is the product that we've been selling. Like you can see the screws, and this is not an accident. We did this. We made this decision on purpose of having the screws visible and also using regular screws, so it's easy to open. And we're going to maintain this philosophy through our products because we believe it's better if people can open the products and fix, repair stuff if something's broken, but also you maybe want to tweak something or change something. And the same is going to happen with the Defy. We're not going to be hiding the screws under stuff.
Okay, so I have an easy question to answer. Also, Eric Baron and other people are asking, where is Dominique?
I think she's in the basement here at the left, working really hard. You will see her quite a bit in the Kickstarter video, and you will understand why I'm kind of doing like this with my hand and pointing towards the basement. So yeah, I think she's busy.
You will see her soon.
Yeah.
And okay, so now Kickstarter questions. Do you know how much the shipping will cost? And I'm gonna answer that because probably you don't know. So it depends on where you live. So if I recall correctly, Europe is 20 euros. This is for one keyboard. It's slightly more for 2 keyboards, but not double. Then rest of Europe and the US 20 euros. Rest of Europe and Middle East 25. United States and all North and South America is 30. And the rest of the world and remote islands and all that stuff, it's 40 euros.
Yeah, and these prices, kind of the closer that we get to Christmas, the more expensive it is to ship anything around the world. So that's why we cannot just say is this price and kind of set it in stone, because it will change, and that's something that is kind of outside of our control. But it will be around the numbers.
Yeah, and shipping will be charged when we get to shipping, so you don't have to pay that on the Kickstarter campaign. Okay, there was another question long time ago, so I don't know the name. Okay, it's sorry. But they were asking if the software is compatible with Linux, Windows, and Mac.
Yeah, yes, like with the race, it will be the same. And we're working really hard in our software, so it will not only it will be compatible, but it will be better and better and better. If you've been following what we've been doing for the last 6 months. So I think over 6 months ago we hired Tiago, our front-end developer and UX expert, and he's been doing a great job with the new design of the base core and implementing new functionalities, a much better user experience, and some of those screens of the new base core, you can find them in the beta of base core. So if you haven't checked the beta, check it and you will see in what direction we're moving.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I agree on that. So,
yeah, and I would like to add, the beginning of the beta was designed by me, and I'm not a designer, and it was terrible. And then Tiago came in, and it looked like a real software. So if you've gone through the beginning of the beta, you have suffered my design. So I'm sorry about this. Luckily, we found someone that is much better than me.
Yeah, and AN is asking for the ATA for the shipment of the Kickstarter campaign.
Spicy question.
Yeah, you told me to ask you the spicy ones.
Okay, so the safe date is around the end of the year. The more
optimistic.
I like that word. Yeah, I was thinking the engineers will kill me, but the more optimistic date is the wired version for Black Friday and the wireless version for Christmas or a bit forward. And this is because the amount of work that the firmware of the wireless version requires is much higher. Because actually the Defy is actually three products, because it's the wired product, the RF product, and the Bluetooth product. So yeah, we will have the wired version before.
Okay, so another question regarding the batteries that we've got quite a lot from, I'm gonna butcher this name, Jeroen van Roy.
Okay, difficult one.
Yeah, difficult one. So the question is, are the batteries able to be charged with the cables, or are they like AAA batteries or something like that? You know, like
they are like mobile phone batteries, and you can charge them with a cable, just like you would charge your phone. So yeah, very easy. We believe that this is kind of this most convenient way of having a product with a wireless product, because if you have to be changing batteries and charging them and so on, it's kind of inconvenient.
Okay, so I have a more difficult.
And to add to this question, because the battery is going to be easy to replace, just in years' time, if you would need to replace a battery if it's needed, the combination of this makes us prefer to go with a battery just like a phone.
Yeah, and also we can talk about, because people have asked us about the light battery, and we're aiming for 20 plus hours with the LEDs, but if you don't have the LEDs, it's going to last, I would say, months,
forever. Yeah,
maybe forever, because the battery is going to be huge to support the LEDs, and so if without LEDs, it's gonna
so you have an idea. We've reworked the keycaps, and we've also have more juice coming out from the keyboard. So the feeling is that light is kind of double compared to the race. That of course we're benchmarking our light compared to the race, because the race light is amazing, and this one is going to be even better. So if you have max brightness, you're going to be having around that area, and this max brightness is kind of, I don't know if you kind of appreciate it here in the video, but it's really intense. So if you're a reasonable person and you don't want to get kind of blinded, probably you will have it lower, and then your batteries will last longer. And as Miguel said, if you turn them off, probably the keyboard will last like 4 months. Forever, because there's so many LEDs and they require so much juice that if you just turn them off, your keyboard will last forever.
So I have an interesting question, and you can combine different questions, but this name is even difficult. Jack Klund. So he wants to know how.
Sorry, what's the name?
Not gonna fall for that. So he wants to know, how does the Neuron work regarding wireless? Like, how do you connect with the Neuron, and how do you use the Neuron when you want it wired? So kind of, how does the Neuron work when wired and when non-wired?
Okay, that's a great question. Okay, so there's 3 modes: Bluetooth, RF, radio frequency, and wired. So when it's wired, it's just like the race. You connect the cable from the computer. Just like the race. So to the Neuron, you connect the cable from the computer to the Neuron, and then from the Neuron to both sides. Actually,
yeah, maybe Julian, you can bring some cables from the case that were there. Yeah.
Anyway, so with RF, you will connect the Neuron to the cable that connects to the computer, and then you will have RF from the sides of the keyboard to the Neuron. That there won't be cables in the middle. And how Bluetooth will work, maybe I can show
it there in one of those sides. I think the Neuron is there.
It's there. Yeah. So, sorry, Julian is giving us cable, so he cannot switch the cameras. Yeah, so the Neuron won't have this exact shape, but the location will be similar and so on. So basically, this will be the mode, kind of the Bluetooth mode, where the Neuron is connected to the race, and this is sending the signal to the computer. So this is kind of the difference between the three modes. And to switch between modes, you will be able to do it by pressing a combination of keys, and then you will have light giving you feedback of when you're changing from one device to another, and so on. Oh, and there will be a button underneath the keyboard to turn it on and off, just like every Bluetooth or wireless device.
Okay, so I know this guy. He's a really great teammate, Massimiliano de la Rovera.
Oh,
or Rovere, sorry.
Massimiliano.
Massimiliano. He asked, will the Defy be available all in silver or black during the Kickstarter campaign?
Wow, that's a good question. And honestly, today we were talking about this because we are finalizing the kind of the last weeks of the campaign, and the safe answer is yes. The answer that I would like to give you is no. I would like to tell you that we're going to have a few colors, and then I will fight that battle with the product team. So yeah, I cannot say more than that.
I mean, we're gonna fight that battle, but maybe we won't win.
Yeah, exactly. The product team are many more than us.
Yeah,
so
and they're bigger.
yeah, they're more and bigger. Yeah, exactly. We're sitting now, so you don't see that we are not that tall.
Yeah.
So we would like to, and in the future, like we've been doing some things with the limited editions, with the race and so on. Oh, okay, I think we can fight back.
Yeah, now we have it.
Okay, we're going to have some color editions.
Yeah.
I can say maybe 20 different colors. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, trying to grab my train of thought. Yeah, so with the race, we already did some limited editions, and we saw that people were loving it. And so now our mindset is, instead of having here keyboards and then do it kind of this handcrafted way of making the keyboards have a different color, we will do it directly from the factory. So then the cost will be much lower, so we can have a more reasonable price, and we hope to be able to offer it. Maybe we cannot do it for the crowdfunding campaign, but if it's not for the crowdfunding campaign, it will be for afterwards. But we will fight this battle and we will try it for the campaign.
Okay, so man, I choose the most difficult username. So OXD34DB33F is asking.
Okay, I love it.
Will there be any way to separate backlight lighting from key lighting? I understand that he says backlight lighting and he says underglow, meaning underglow. So,
sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Yeah, the literal question is, will there be any way to separate backlight lighting and key lighting? But
okay,
both are the same.
So I guess, so if you can, I guess the question is if you can turn off the underglow or the backlight.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. You can do it because you can change every key, and also the underglow. Yeah, the underglow has different segments, so you can change also those different segments, and this means that you can turn off any segment and any key. So for sure.
Yeah, in fact, it's something that we can already do separately on the prototype.
Yeah, actually,
like we can have different colors and then just turn one off. This is only cycling through the
yeah, it's cycling because it's a prototype. But yeah, like for example, we've turned off the backlight, and if I cycle enough, I can turn off the. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm gonna change it to the white one. That is kind of crazy. It's like a lantern. I don't know.
You can do vroom, vroom.
Yeah, it's like a lightsaber. Yeah, but you can see it's fairly crazy how bright the underglow is.
Okay, so now I'm going for an easy username. Roman Papush. It's asking, is there a setting for the LEDs to turn off automatically after some time when the keyboard is not in use?
Yes, and we already have it in the race actually. So there's a configuration option in BaseCore that it's called something like idle time or LEDs idle time, and you have, like, if you click, you have a drop down and you can choose from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever. So yeah, it's already there.
Okay.
And by the way, everything that's in the race will be in the Defy. So yeah.
Yeah. So Kenton Kawar is asking, is RF part of the wireless upgrade? Can you use wired on the wireless upgrade, that's something you already answered. The answer is yes. But and the other answer is also yes. So
Yes.
RF, you need battery to use RF.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
I just answered my questions.
Okay, so next time you can directly answer.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure.
can answer
Yeah.
the question. Yeah. Okay.
There's one here that I like it from Ryan Johnston. It says, will this share the same base core software, Race and Defy?
Okay, good question. Thank you, Julian. Not only he's a hand, it's a hand that speaks good English. So imagine, it's amazing. Yeah. So the software will be the same for the Race and the Defy. And actually, we're building this software that I was mentioning before, and kind of the port or the migration or making it work in both keyboards is pretty simple. So yes, we will have it, and you will love it.
Okay, so Alice Zhang, I guess, can the Defy Bluetooth connect with iPhone or iPad, and is there a way to switch between different Bluetooth devices?
Yes, it should, and yes, there will be a way. It will be with a combination of keys. You will be able to switch through devices. So you will need to pair it and then be able to switch through the different devices.
Okay, so now an easy username but a difficult question.
Okay.
Daniel RL says this might be a hard one. Is it going to be possible to use it without the battery, like the wireless version? Yes, if you remove the battery. I'm sorry I'm being like this, but I'm curious about this new battery feature.
Great question, Daniel. Easy name, difficult question. So I guess it should, but I actually don't know. So I cannot probably answer this question. We will need to ask to
our engineers.
To
I
our
think I
product
talked to
team.
him and things like they're working on a bypass for the battery, for example, when it's fully charged, so it doesn't degrade the battery.
By firmware we will do something just to not overload it. So not overload is not the correct word. Not overuse the battery, so you will have a longer lifespan with your batteries. But to be honest, I'm not sure which one is the answer, like which is the correct answer, because I said before that we have 3 keyboards, and actually the wired version inside works different than the wireless version. So I'm not sure about this one. Sorry, I cannot give you the right answer, but we can write it down and we can look for this answer and make this information public.
So Darksom X is asking, maybe we didn't explain it correctly. Are RF and Bluetooth 2 separate models? Can we have 2 in?
Okay, so if you buy the wireless mode, the wireless model, the wireless Defy, you have both of them, RF and Bluetooth. RF is lower latency, but you need to connect the Neuron to the computer. You can do it through a cable, and then the Neuron without cables to the Defy, and the Bluetooth version will have the Neuron inside the keyboard, and without any cable anywhere, you can connect to the Bluetooth of your computer
or your iPhone.
Yeah, or your iPhone, as the previous question. Yeah, exactly.
So, and I think it would be a good moment to explain how the Kickstarter works.
Okay.
So maybe we're talking about add-ons and extras, and some people might be confused. So the Defy on Kickstarter, the base Dygma Defy that comes with back like per key RGB and everything you see here except the Underglow and the 10. So that's $279, and there's 3 extras. The extras are the Underglow, so that's optional. The tinting is optional too, and the wireless is another option. You can mix and match. You can get 3, you can get 2, and you can get 1, or you can get none. And also, if you become a VIP, you can reserve your Defy before the campaign. I'm doing my marketing stuff, so you can reserve your Defy before the campaign, and you can get one of those for free, just making a deposit before the campaign starts. The link is down here. I was waiting a moment to do this. The link is right there.
So now you're feeling like a YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
Hit on the link, like, subscribe
and all that.
Okay, so just for the sake of repeating the information, so we have a base model that it's €279, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then you have add-ons, and for the crowdfunding campaign, these add-ons will have a fixed price.
Yeah, that would be €50. I didn't say that. Okay. And that's also they have quite some discount from the MSRP price, so they will be like 38 to 40% off MSRP. So that'll the add-ons will be more expensive afterwards. Yeah.
So the Defy has a nice discount already in the crowdfunding campaign, plus the add-ons have a quite large discount. So you have the base model and then you can add the Underglow, the tenting kit, and the wireless.
Yeah, and you can combine them. Like you can get wireless and Underglow, but not tenting, and tenting and wireless, but not Underglow, or however you want. However you want to configure it.
Yeah, and maybe kind of a little bit of information of why we're doing this. So probably if you've been reading or watching or listening to the news in the last couple of years, the prices of everything have gone up. So if we wanted to have a keyboard that was in the ballpark, in the price, kind of in the area of the race, we couldn't do it with the same specs. So that's why we've pulled out the Underglow. And this is something that some people have told us through time, that they were not so interested in the Underglow, because there's people that are not so interested in having kind of this cool light. For us it's cool light, but for other people maybe they look at the keyboard and they feel it's like a Christmas tree. I don't know, it could be. So we thought that a way of keeping the price in the area of the race would be removing the Underglow from the base product and creating these add-ons.
And the more add-ons you add, the more discount overall you get, but obviously it's a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
So we have I'm gonna go through some quick questions, and I think because they have like a huge queue of questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So Armeli is asking, is the material of the case, I understand for case, like the top panel, and the coloring process the same as with the race?
Yes, it is. These are prototypes, so this is not exactly the same, but we can
kind of put them one next to the other one.
We can actually, maybe I can remove the pad and I can show you.
So yeah, that's the race.
Yeah, so it will be the exact same finishing as this one. Oh. Here you can see, I think this is a good look. And to be honest, it's amazing to the touch. Because it's aluminum, is slightly cold, but it's nice and it looks beautiful. And it's really, really durable.
And it looks even better when you anodize it with different colors.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, we have some of them over here.
Yeah, maybe you can change the camera here. Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And it looks even better.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Well, actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm gonna try. I hope I don't kill anyone. Okay. Yeah, actually, Julian, if you can give me other ones, because we have multiple colors around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the gold one here, and
if I move away from the camera.
Yeah, I think this is the dark green. Yeah, that you can see with the lighting, it looks also dope. Yeah. Give me the red one, please.
Yeah, I mean those are not our keycaps, but you get the idea.
Yeah, we like testing fancy keycaps around, so we have this one. This is the Daredevil red. It looks amazing.
That's his favorite color.
Yeah, one of my favorites, to be honest. This is the one this color is the one that I'm using in the office, and this is the blue. Yeah.
And we have also a purple one that was like crazy nice.
Yeah, and this is the blue one. But it's also. By the way, again, I'm looking to the right side.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking to the screen. Sorry if I'm not looking at you guys, but yeah, it looks really amazing. And the idea is that we have all these colors and more. Oh yeah, this one looks.
Yeah, my favorite one. The gold was my favorite one until we got this one.
Yeah, this one.
The brightness and how it shines with the light.
Yeah, with the light it's beautiful. Yeah, so the idea is that we are going to have all these color options in the Defy eventually. Massimiliano made a great question asking for the colors. As we said, we don't know if we're going to have it for the Kickstarter campaign, but for sure we'll have it for the future. In the future.
Yeah. So this is an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Johnston, that's easy name, thank you. When using wireless, does the Defy show up as one device or two separate devices?
Should be one Defy. Only one device.
Yeah.
What do you think we go on kind of rapid fire mode?
Yeah.
Okay, because if there's many questions, maybe you can go. Yes. Okay. Let's go ham.
I'm gonna tell them out loud, and then I'll answer the ones that are strictly from Kickstarter, and you'll answer the product ones.
Okay. Sounds good.
So Daniel Adams is asking for VIP. Is it one free add-on just for one keyboard or per keyboard? So the answer is per keyboard. If you become a VIP, you can get one free add-on per keyboard if you buy two keyboards.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, become a VIP.
VIP, yeah. You don't see it, but Julian over there is laughing his ass off with all these little gimmicks that we're doing.
Okay, so Massimiliano asking another question here, which is I think is quite interesting. Will there be a LED mode pattern that tells you the battery level or making you know that the battery is running low, so you charge it?
Yes, that's the short answer is yes. We've been thinking a few ways. Like for example, in numbers, you can have the numbers. Let's say imagine that you have a 70%. So you have until the 7 green, and let's say the green is blinking. So imagine that you have a 20%. So you will have the same thing, but only the 10 and the 20 will be on, and then the two blinking, for example. That's just an idea, but there's multiple ways that we could show this. Also, we could make the whole actually, maybe if you can point here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so there's different ways too. We could do like the Underglow. This is 100% of the battery, and then the different segments turn off. Also, we could do it with the whole keys and kind of like columns. So these are percentages of the keyboard, and the same thing. The battery that is left is the green sections. The battery that is off maybe lights off or red. Just to give a few examples of how we could do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go now for Mr. Roflarius is asking a question about the Kickstarter campaign, and he is asking, sorry, I have to read it. The email and product page say that the VIP get an additional percentage off. Is this true, or was it a rewarding of the free add-on? It's a rewarding of the free add-on. So when you get a free add-on, that it's equivalent of like
it's the same.
It's the same as a 27% off MSRP. So I think that answers the question.
Yeah. So the VIPs get a free add-on. So if you purchase the Defy, then you can pick wireless, tenting, or Underglow for free. If you buy, let's say you want to have Underglow and wireless, then you will pay for one and get the other one for free.
Yeah, so it's important on the Kickstarter campaign. You can pledge for, like, for example, let's say you want one Defy with 2 add-ons, and you have to pledge just for one Defy and 1 add-on, and we will ask you which other add-on you want after the campaign ends in a survey. Okay, I think there's an interesting question here about a chip shot. Will there be color light bleed between the Underglow LEDs and the per key LEDs? Like, if I turn this off, will this light go through there and show?
I don't think so. And the reason behind is I would like to open a Defy and show you, but I cannot open it. But I can use this as an example. But so here there's like a half centimeter or 5 millimeters of space between the LEDs and the border or the edge, the plastic. So this means that there's quite some space, and at the same time there's this keyboard is packed inside of things. So it's gonna be really difficult that the light goes from one direction to the other direction. So I would say no.
Okay. Quick, Ella Cristina is saying, please show the Onyx. Maybe we can show the Onyx.
Maybe this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Onyx with the dash keycaps. It has no light because it's not wireless.
Maybe we can turn it on for the sake of
lights.
Showing it.
Yeah. There's an RG, like a Neuron there. Yeah, we'll show it. Julian is gonna put it together and we'll.
Yeah, so while Julian is setting it up, we can move to the next question and then come back to this one.
Yeah, I think this is another easy one from Direct Land again. Does the wireless version add any thickness compared to the wired version? Like,
no. Same body, same shape, everything.
Okay. I think this is an interesting question. Giancarlo Liwanak. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names.
We are Spanish people.
Yeah,
like we do our best.
Will there be color keycaps in the future?
Great question. I would love to. So there's kind of 2 potential lines here. So we could have easily color keycaps, but they are not shine through, and that's something that we don't want because we believe that the light of the keyboard, the keyboard is beautiful and also functional. So that would be kind of the easy route, and then the difficult route would be 2 potential routes: double shot light through keycaps. But this would require basically that we have our own mold, and this is expensive. This is something that we are considering, but it will take some time to reach that. And the other difficult one is even with laser edge keycaps. So getting white keycaps is already really complicated. Like really good laser edge white keycaps, it's difficult. So getting multiple colors it's even more difficult because it's more rare. There's less manufacturers that do this. So short answer, yes, we would love to, and I hope we are able to, but not in the short term, and it will be a bit difficult. Yeah.
Okay, so how many people asking?
Maybe we can.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's show the keycaps.
With the keys because it's connected to my.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Julian, do you know?
Maybe we can turn off the light so we can see better.
Can I click any key, or maybe I destroy your computer?
Yeah, maybe we'll go off. We shut off the light.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't know whose neuron is this, so I don't know which key is what, so I cannot really. But anyway, you
the
can
light shines through a lot.
It's amazing. And if Julian allowed me to press the keys to try to find the LED, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Julian. But we like so much these dash keycaps that we haven't. Oh, we're in the dark. Okay, we're back. Thanks, Julian.
Yeah.
You're not seeing this, but over there, poor Julian is kind of running around, hitting different buttons and making sure that everything's looking great. So since we received the dash keycaps samples, I kind of stole some of them, went home with them. I have my keyboard with the dash keycaps. Mikel, I think you have the dash keycaps too.
Yeah.
Manel, also our product manager, has the dash keycaps. It's like we're loving them because this is using the new kind of design and technology. And when I'm talking about technology, is the plastic. I think in English is composite. I hope I'm not butchering it, but basically the kind of plastic that it's inside is different. The kind of paint that it's inside is different. The layering of the paint is different. So, and the
legends are different.
The legends, yes, because in this case are these dash keycaps, and it has taken us many months to reach this point where we are actually loving everything. So yeah, the light that shines through is beautiful, and the design overall, the aesthetics. Looks really, really clean. So yeah.
Okay, so many people are asking like Little Lotus and Betel A to demonstrate the tinting, please, because they're worried that it wobbles or if it's durable.
Okay. So,
have in mind that this is a prototype.
Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah. So this is a prototype, as we said. Okay, but you can see I'm hitting it. Okay, and well, if I hit these ones, I'm gonna change the LEDs, but you can see I'm hitting it much harder that you would hit normally. So now if I kind of press,
you can see.
Yeah, now I'm lifting it, but I'm pressing like really, really hard. So I can actually push.
But if you put your hand on it with
your
weight.
Yeah, exactly. But if your hand is with your weight, is like in any use case, you're gonna be flipping it or moving it or anything. It's really stable.
Yeah, and totally stable.
Going back to the red. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so I think you're gonna love this question.
Okay.
Tested.
I'm ready.
How much do you have to stretch on the Kickstarter campaign to reach the number row? Like if we find they would say is it like that? How much will you start? Like how much will you have to stretch to reach the number row? Like
how much do you have to stretch to reach this? Is okay. So maybe we can get a top shot. Okay, so this. Like this. Okay, something actually important. So my hands, my indexes are short, and the ring finger, I think this is called the ring finger, it's kind of long, right? So for me, it's really easy to use my ring finger to hit the numbers because my ring fingers are long, but it's difficult for my indexes to reach because my indexes are short. So just have that in mind. But it's not more difficult than with the race.
Okay, so question from Sacha Rudchenko. If I don't get the Underglow add-on, will the keycaps have RGB?
Yes.
Yeah, per key RGB is standard. So maybe we could go through like some of the features that are standard quickly. Like
sure. Yeah. So we have as you mentioned right now, the RGB keycaps. We have the top panel being actually I think right now you actually let's let the head of marketing and content to do this.
Yeah, so anodized aluminum body is for everybody. Pal pads, cables, the Neuron, per key RGB, and also I mentioned the detachable pal pads. These are prototype, but this will be magnetic, so they will be very easy to take off and put back on. Also the split design. Of course, the configuration software is available for any model, because there are some keyboards out there that have different variants where you cannot configure the keyboard in the cheaper ones. Here it's fully customizable for the base model too. And also, of course, one of our favorite features, maybe I can show it here, which is the 8-key thumb clusters. That's the same for everybody, and you can also choose for the base version. You can choose also black and white too. So yeah, I think that goes over the main. Maybe I left something that you would want to add.
No, I think you did a great job. I can see that you've been preparing the text in the crowdfunding campaign for a month.
So basically everything's standard except the Underglow, the tenting, and the wireless.
Yep.
Which are the add-ons that we're talking. But that's what we're calling them. Okay. I have a question from Pierre Franson. My attempt at a French name.
I actually enjoyed it. Pierre.
Will your Columnar design support people with long ring fingers, which is this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. Actually, if you have long fingers, it's going to be easier for you to reach everywhere. And probably if you have a long ring finger, probably your hands are fairly large. Sorry. And probably your thumb is fairly large. So, sorry, excuse me. So you will have, you will enjoy reaching the, if you mind flipping the camera, you will enjoy reaching these keys too. So this area is going to be really comfortable for you.
Okay, so this is interesting. There's two questions from Linok, I guess, or Linok. So is there a room inside between the backplate and the PCB for modding, like foam or rubber insets?
That's a great question. And actually, I think we haven't talked about this, but the Defy is going to have a layer of foam between the top panel and the PCB. We were testing it recently in the office, and it kind of makes the sound of the keyboard a bit more mute and a bit deeper, and we kind of really liked it. So we found a way of doing it. So the Defy will have a foam layer, and you could remove that foam and add stuff, but I think you won't want to remove it because it's great.
Okay, so there's some people asking about when are these keycaps ready. They are already in our website, so you can buy them, and you can also get the Defy. Sorry, we also offer the Defy with these dash keycaps, and you can get them in our website with a raise or as a standalone set.
Yeah, so right now if you go to our website, and when you select the language, you can choose between French, German, Spanish, English US, English UK, some more, and you also have the option to choose the dash, and this is the dash keycaps, and because of the dash design. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, and it has some small little thingies, some X's here.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah, so you can buy them already in the website, and you will be able to choose them in the Defy campaign too.
Yeah. And Linok is also asking, or Linok, sorry, is the tenting angle adjustable or just 60 and 0?
No, it's adjustable. Yeah, let's pick this one maybe.
Yep.
Oh, this is so professional. There's even zoom. Yeah, so you can see that there's a ton of angles, and this is basically we have 4 from 0 to 20 and 4 from. It's okay. They're gonna see my spots and everything. Yeah. Anyway, so there's 0 to 20. There's 4 degrees, and you can see it here, and then 25 to 60. There's a few more. So yeah.
Yeah, and you can also show this because we haven't mentioned it, but there's also reverse tilting.
Yeah, actually, and the reverse tilting, I'm just going to show this way. Yeah, so you can see it here that you can just pop the little leg,
and you will have to also pop.
Yeah, and you will need to pop this one and put it in the right angle, and then you can place it.
Yeah.
And again, I'm looking over there to right side because we have. Okay, I can show you again.
Yeah.
So basically, you will need to probably like here.
Yeah, there's a very specific angle
Yeah,
depending
it's a specific angle, and you will be able to.
And there's two different tilting angles, like the reverse tilting angles.
You have the small one. If I recall properly, this is in the 5-degree area, and this is in the 10-degree area. More or less, not completely sure. I wouldn't promise this, but it's in that area.
Okay, so range, runs justice. Oh no, he's answering a question to someone else. So sorry, my bad. They're answering their question.
So they are helping us already.
Yeah.
This is the best community. So even in the YouTube comments, we're getting answers already. So thank you very much.
So hard question: will you guys have the option to buy add-ons separately after I already have the Defy? Like for example, the race tinting.
Okay, that's a great question. So
that was from Omri Aaron. Sorry.
Okay, Omri. Thanks, Omri. So great question. Like. When we were thinking about Defy, we actually wanted to do it that way. But when we entered into kind of the assembly design and how the product is going to be built, we realized that it was going, because the keyboard is so absolutely packed, it's going to be really difficult to make it so you can do this properly. So the only way that this could be a possibility is that you kind of remove the whole base of the keyboard that has the internals and everything, and you get another base. And this is basically like cutting the keyboard in half. You remove everything and you get another base with that extra things that you want. So the short answer is probably not. The long answer is what I just said, that you could kind of remove that base and put a new base, but that's basically buying another keyboard just to do this. And this is because, as I said, it's really, everything is really packed inside, so we couldn't find a way of making it modular and so compact with everything.
Okay, so like Lotus is pointing us that when we talk about the ring finger, we pointed the middle finger. The ring finger is still one.
Okay, our bad. And
but I have in my defense, I have my ring in my middle finger because it falls off in the other one. So,
so it's actually your.
It's
ring.
Actually my ring.
It's
finger,
actually yeah. So please forgive him. He's just a marketing guy, okay?
Yeah. And I don't know nothing about fingers. So okay. Dygma is a LED Elite branded desk pad an option?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, so like a desk pad from Dygma, like
desk mat branded. Yeah. So we don't have any. We're not planning on doing any in the short term. The reason behind this is because there's already quite some options around, and yeah, we are focusing on doing keyboards for now, and I'm not gonna say what else it's coming in the future. Cool things, but not desk mats for now.
No.
But I mean, if you guys are shouting for desk mats, we will look into it.
Yeah, we have to compete with LTT's desk mats.
Yeah, and so many more desk mats.
Yeah, so many people are asking switches options for the Kickstarter campaign, and when will we be able to choose them?
Okay, so we've been talking with multiple manufacturers, different brands of switches, and we are considering different ones than the ones that we have in our website right now, that are the Kyle Speed switches and the Terry Mex and the Kyle Silent. Nothing is set in stone yet. We will decide it during this week, and we will announce it with the launching of the Kickstarter. I'm sorry, I know that this is a question that is being asked a lot, and actually Miguel has told me, please pick the switches. Do it for me and for customer support. But still, we're on it.
Yeah, I would say that you don't have to pick the switches right away when you pledge. We will send a survey after the campaign ends so you can switch.
You can switch your switches?
You can switch your switches, yeah. And probably even until we ship, we will have some chances to fix that, but probably mostly in that post-campaign survey.
Yeah, so after the campaign, I'm not sure if it's like 1 week later or 1 month later.
It can be a couple of weeks later after the campaign.
So if the campaign is starting in 1 week, so in a month and a half, we will send a survey asking everyone about their switch selection. So there's still plenty of time for it.
Yeah. What do I need to do on Kickstarter so that you know that I'm a VIP? Do I need to use the same email address? So that's a very, very good question. So yeah, if you're not VIP, become a VIP.
Become a VIP now.
If Dominique were here, she would do the impression of
The VIP.
It's always
with the
better.
With the glasses.
Yeah, so it's a very quick question. So Kickstarter doesn't know that you're a VIP. But we know.
But we know. That's important.
That's important stuff. So you can pledge with any email, with whichever you have your Kickstarter set up, even if it's a different one. And then you remember to pledge one less add-on. So if you want 3, pledge 2. If you want 2, pledge 1. If you don't want just one add-on, then pledge no add-ons. And then after the campaign finishes, we'll send an email to the VIP list, the people who are VIP, asking which add-on do you want as extra. So very important, if you are VIP, do not purchase 3 add-ons, because you won't get your free add-on.
Yeah, because there's no 4th add-on.
Yeah, there's no 4th add-on, exactly. So yeah, that's very important, but it's kind of straightforward. Just pledge one less add-on. I will ask you which one do you want. Okay, so yeah, some people like serious Xification are asking, will we be able to get it without switches? For example, like a bare bones version. My English is so shit.
No, I don't think so. And we made this decision for the race some time ago, and this is related to all the operation and logistics side of having to disassemble and assemble everything and so on, and also is related to the testing, doing the testing with switches or not. So it's something that we've considered, and we decided not to. It's something that we could revisit in the future, so this is not like set in stone forever, but for now, no, that option won't be available.
So there's many questions regarding the VIP, so I'm trying to clear that out again. So for example, if my brother and I bought the VIP, so become the VIP. If we buy the pack for 2 for $5.99, can we have also the free add-ons? So yes, if you buy 2 keyboards, you get 2 free add-ons, 1 per keyboard. So yeah, you can get that, no problem. You just have to, if you want let's say the full spec keyboard, just buy 4 add-ons, 2 per keyboard. 2 and 2. Yeah, 2 and 2. Or if you want 1 add-on, just one and one. Like 2 add-ons, you want 1 and 1. If you have 1 add-on per keyboard, then don't buy any add-ons. So yeah. Okay. Is Dygma getting into gaming mouses and monitors? This is not Kickstarter related, but I think it's a great question.
Good question. Yes, we would like to. We need to become a bigger company to be able to do it. That's kind of the short question. So realistically, maybe in 2 years we're getting there, 1.5 years maybe. But we need to continue growing to be able to develop multiple products at the same time. Multiple keyboards is already a challenge, even though many components are similar. 2 completely different products, it's too much of a challenge right now to tackle, because we are not creating just a simple product that you can find 7 that are the same. We are creating what we consider great products that kind of are in their own category, kind of groundbreaking. So that's kind of the approach that we have with every product. And if we are going to create just another product that is so similar to many more, we just prefer to not do that product. The same thing as the desk mats, for example. There are already so many desk mats, and we don't believe that we're going to bring tons of value in a desk mat. Same thing, we wouldn't do a simple mouse if we don't believe that it's actually much better than what's out there.
Okay, so quick question from I think it's Omar. If I sign twice to the VIP, do I get 2 free add-ons? No, you just want. I mean, if you buy 2 keyboards, yes, 1 per keyboard, but you only get 1 add-on per keyboard per VIP listing. Yeah.
Thank you, Julian. But I actually like how you think, because you will go for the 3 VIPs to get exactly
to get the full spec Dygma Defy. Okay, oh yeah. There's many. Ren's Justice is asking about the profiles of the thumb clusters. So are they like MX switches, or are they low profile, or what are we doing there?
MX on the top row, actually.
Yeah, we're going to switch to the.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so MX on the top row, and
the other way.
Yeah, so these ones are MX on the top one, and these are low profile. So even this long key, it's also low profile. So it's very similar to what we did with the race, that we have MX switches here in these two, and then we have low profile in these two. Same thing. The top row is MX, the low row is the low profiles.
Okay, so Maximiliano is asking if there's going to be an API. I was going to read that in Spanish. An API for the Defy, or is it going to be similar to the race, or so they can make their own stuff?
Maximiliano, I know that you are a coder, and I believe you're a good one. So probably you know the answer better than me to this question, because I know that you've been talking with Alex, our developer. So my answer is I don't know. Probably you already know better than me. But yeah, I hope that actually our kind of developer team is growing. We recently hired a firmware developer. Half a year ago, we hired our front-end UX developer, and we're going to continue growing. So I know that our API is not kind of the best. So yeah, I hope in the future this is better. And I'm thinking about this because I remember some of the kind of comments or conversations you had with Alex, and I know that you were working on that. So thanks for your help. And yeah, that's it. I hope we can do it better as we grow.
Yeah. So regarding that, there's a question from Semjon Vivo.
Sorry, do you mind?
I'm gonna read it in Spanish. Semjon Vivo.
You see why it's so challenging for us, because when we read a name or a word, and in our brain it sounds so different than actually it is.
So he's asking, are you hiring?
Yes, we're hiring. Yes, we are hiring right now for customer support position and kind of community management. We are hiring for multiple developers, mainly firmware developers. We, as soon as we have bandwidth, because obviously we are overwhelmed with so much work, we're looking for someone to help us on the kind of supply chain, manufacturing, and so on. And yeah, there's multiple positions that we want to hire, but the person in charge of hiring is me, and I'm overwhelmed. Actually, that's not completely true. Let me kind of rewind, because the customer support and community position is being hired mainly by Mikel and Jairo, our operations guy. So short answer, yes. Long answer, we're really busy.
Yeah, we're trying to hire.
Yes, we are trying to hire.
So it's like we need more hands, but we don't have hands enough to hire people. So yeah, it's like a...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It's challenging. Yes.
Okay, there's been a question about like I think in our previous Q&A we mentioned that we were working on a Trackball add-on for the race, and that maybe in the future we would maybe consider that for the Defy. So yeah, how's that going is the question.
Great question. So honestly, we've been so absolutely busy and overwhelmed with the Defy development that we've kind of paused the development of the Trackball for the race. And even though we really want to do it, but we just don't have the bandwidth. So to have a Trackball in the Defy, if you mind changing the camera. Awesome. Yeah. So to have a trackball in the Defy, it's kind of complicated, because in the race we were thinking about kind of this position here to have the trackball, but here are the buttons. So another potentially good position is up here, kind of in this area. So you would use the trackball with the index, but then we would need to kind of remove this. Another potential option is to put it here, and then you would move your hand to the side. Actually, it would be kind of, you would do like this to use the trackball, right? So you would be able to use it comfortably. So the options would be like here, but there are these keys here, but then you have these keys here, and the other option is down here, but again you have these keys. So this would require us to kind of create this new product with a new design, and yeah, we need to launch the Defy first, and then we can look into it. But we've been thinking about it. We think, oh yeah, thank you, Julian, thanks for bringing it up. So yeah, we first need to launch the Defy, and then we'll work on it. And it's something that, to be honest, we would love to, but yeah, we are kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah,
that's the word. I think we forgot about something in this Q&A. D-Dot mentioned it. Did you guys do the giveaway winner yet? I joined midway.
Ooh.
Here,
so
we have all the names.
Yeah, here we have the Dygma pot. Okay, and here we have the Dygma bowl, and with actually
I don't think you get to see it.
Yeah, I think you cannot see it. You can see it. Yeah, there it is, the Dygma bowl. Yeah, exactly. So we have the Dygma pot and the Dygma bowl. So let's see how we can do
that. So I'm gonna put the names there.
Yeah. Okay, so here, these crazy people, instead of just using an app to pick the name, they've actually...
That's not very visual, you know. This is much more visual. Like all these people commented on Facebook, Instagram, and yeah.
Yeah. So how many they are here?
Like about 500 to 600. Yeah.
Okay. So there's some people. Okay. This person here already wanted to leave. Okay. I'm not even gonna show it, but
put it back.
I've saved you. Okay. So now we.
Yeah, do that. Hey, you should close your eyes.
Maybe you could.
Yeah,
maybe
I will shuffle it.
Yeah, you can shuffle it. You can shuffle it a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh. Careful. Don't sacrifice any of the guys.
Okay.
Okay. I have an idea. What
our
about
Julian,
our professional? What about our professional
so
hand?
Our
professional hand picks it for us. Hand with some noise. Okay, enjoying it. Well, but pick one. Come on.
Pick one.
You pick it. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so it's a user from Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit. F3XJC. Okay, this is a difficult one. I'm gonna try to. Oh
yeah, we have the so close the camera.
Okay, so here you are. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, so a clap for you. Yes. So thanks for everyone that took part in this giveaway. You can take the Dygma bowl and the Dygma pot that we should maybe sell it in Amazon or AliExpress or something like this. I don't know.
So one important question is that we're also giving another full spec Dygma Defy for those who become VIPs, but that giveaway will be done after the campaign launches. So more people have time to become a VIP until it launches. So I don't remember the name, but we have it recorded. So XU35JCT, I will say, is going to get a full spec Dygma Defy with wireless tenting, underglow, and he can choose the color too.
It hasn't been a great idea to put it back in the
bowl, but we haven't recorded it. Let's hope it's in YouTube.
and we have a lot of people watching this, so I hope it's not lost.
Yeah, so people say that Dominique should be doing the...
we actually agree. Dominique should always be in front of the camera because she does it much better.
Much better. But we said she's in another dimension.
Exactly. She's in the basement. She's busy right now. So I'm sorry. You had to see our faces instead of Dominique's.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're doing our best, but we cannot reach her level.
Okay, so quick question about tested that I think is very interesting is how hard is it to reach the Thumbcluster keys closest to the edge of the keyboard? So the tip ones.
Okay, so I hope
maybe I can move this.
I can move it a little bit here.
I think it's easier to see it on the white one rather than the black one.
Okay, let's try with this one. Okay, so you can see here. No, don't zoom. Maybe it's on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks good. Thank you. Okay, so my hands are medium size. Okay, just have that in mind. So this is how I reach the outer. Okay, if I stretch my hands, you can see it, and this is how I reach the inner. Okay, I have a fairly flexible thumbs, so just have that in mind too. So for me it's extremely easy to hit these 4 keys. Extremely easy, and these ones, like, because my thumbs are really flexible, I will hit it like this, and it's really easy for me. But if you cannot do this movement easily, probably it will be easier for you to kind of stretch the hand. But I think the vast majority of people would be able to do this, to be honest. And for my hand, for example, it's more difficult to reach the inner ones. But even though, because my thumb is really flexible, I can do it without any kind of issue. So I can reach the whole thumb cluster easily.
I would add, I think it's quite interesting that
Dygma VIP. Sorry. I like how he's pushing it.
Yeah. He like the spirit of the marketing team has come.
Exactly. Yeah.
Possessed him. So I think it's quite interesting to add that at one of the first prototypes we had 2 keys here in the outer row. So when using it, it was a bit difficult to kind of distinguish both of them and kind of press them, because you kind of did this. So at some point we merged them to make it one key. And I say this because I kind of pitched this idea and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, and it was, yes, it's true. It was his suggestion to make the two keys become one, and we liked it, so it became part of it.
I did anything else.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, you can blame it on me.
So we cannot say that marketing has no idea about the product, because actually marketing influenced the product. So
yeah,
what we can say.
Yeah, you can always blame it on us if something does go wrong.
Yeah, and actually, if they don't like it, it's because you said that you have no idea about fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So yeah, so then actually, if you don't like it, we can blame him.
Yeah, because I have no idea about fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
So Roy Estrada is asking, how long will the Kickstarter campaign be open for, and when do you expect to start shipping the keyboards?
1 month, right?
So yeah, until the 1st of July.
Yeah, and shipping keyboards ideally around Black Friday, the wired versions, and around Christmas the wireless versions. Although the wireless version could be pushed to January.
Okay, so yeah, interesting question about the contest about Martydon. Did we have to do something on Reddit to be in the giveaway? The YouTube video didn't say anything about it. So to be clear, all the people in the ball were from any social media.
Yeah.
So there were YouTube people, Reddit people. You can bring the ball.
Yeah,
we can just pick.
We can show you. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like, most of the comments were from YouTube.
Random, just a bunch.
Yeah. So you can change the camera.
Yeah, but
so you see this guy is from YouTube. It says, maybe the zoom doesn't. YouTube, Martin Cladera, and
YouTube.
Yeah, and then
these guys are from Reddit.
Instagram, for example.
Yeah, this one is
yeah.
from Facebook.
And that my Siri is going crazy because you press the button on the camera.
We don't know if you heard it, but here this camera is an iPhone, and Siri just wanted to join the party here with all the with all the good peeps.
Okay, so there's another question regarding the thumb clusters. Armeli is asking, will the largest thumb key, this one, have stabilizers?
Yes.
Okay, that was a quick.
That's
a quick one.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and here's another question about Little Lotus, very active. Will the alternate color top shells be available separately later?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. Will the alternate color top shells, I guess the keycaps, or
well,
maybe
top
it's
shells,
this,
I guess
top panels, be available separately later. So like maybe if we do a limited edition, could you buy that?
Yeah, could be an option. And I'm saying it like this because my mind is not there yet, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, it depends also on how that is attached to the Underglow, for example, or
Yeah,
how
but-
it's built.
Yeah, but
Exactly how it's built.
yeah, thinking in manufacturing, probably what we will do is we will order more top panels, and we will anodize those extra top panels from
Yeah.
a special color. So probably we will be able to do it. So yeah, kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah, I think
so.
they're asking like you already have the Defy, and you want just the top panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you will be able to do it. If you can, and you will be able to disassemble the keyboard just like you can do with the Race. You will be able to disassemble the Defy, and you will be able to change it.
Okay, then I didn't understand. Oh, okay. Will there be Giancarlo Liwanak? Will there be a kit and a back like with the Race? I'm mostly on the go, and the back is a big plus. So yeah, I think we already answered that. There will be like
The carrying case.
the carrying case.
We showed it for you. If you can.
Yeah.
Thanks, Julian. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the current case of the Race. Yeah, and so you see how it is. It's gonna be a very similar design to this one. Yeah, and it's designed so it's fairly thin, and it's really easy. It's really easy to put it inside the backpack.
Okay, so that Will Valentino is asking about that. and I can only say it has to do with where Dominique is, and you will understand.
Yeah, actually,
next Wednesday.
she's there in the basement, so maybe I could open a portal.
And she could come in.
No, it didn't work, but
It's
you
Chuck,
will,
yeah.
yeah, you will. You are we dancing, opening portals? What's this craziness? Yeah, but yeah, you will know soon about this portal gun.
Yeah, pretty soon. I think you will be surprised.
Surprised? Yes. You will be surprised. Yeah.
And oh man, Joao Sakai. Any extra surprises to be revealed in the Kickstarter campaign?
Any what's right?
Extra surprises to be revealed in the Kickstarter campaign besides the portal gun.
Besides the portal gun, maybe. And if it's a surprise, it must be a maybe.
Yeah.
So I cannot tell you much more.
We're thinking stuff. Okay, so I lost it. Yeah, so people are asking like, is the Neuron of the race compatible with the Defy? And I would say
No.
no.
The Neuron in the race, it's a different chip than the Neuron, than the Defy's Neuron chip and Race's Neuron chip are different. So no, you cannot just swap them because they have different chips and different firmware. And actually, the chips in the Defy are more powerful because we were able to make it better a few years later than when we launched the race.
Yeah, I think that answers the question that Fan has. Like, does the new keyboard come with a Neuron? Does it need a Neuron?
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah. And another small thing about the Neuron, the wireless Defy will have, the Neuron of the wireless Defy will have kind of like a long and thin shape, and the wired Neuron for the Defy keyboard will have the same design as the current one. Do we have a Neuron around?
Yeah, we had in the
Yeah, so we can just show it. You know, Julian, thank you. Yeah, so the wire version will have this kind of neurons. Yeah, this is the race neurons, and the
wireless version.
Yeah, the wireless version will have a longer and with a different shape neuron, and that's because of the space, and because a longer neuron will allow for a bigger battery and different technical stuff. But
yeah, and I think it's important to understand that the Neuron, the Defy, will have like three purposes. So it will be the RF dongle that you connect to your computer. It will be the Neuron if you want to use it wired, and it will be the Bluetooth transmitter once you plug it into the race. Yeah, into the Defy below the Defy.
Yeah, actually we can show.
Yeah, you can show. Yeah, that's the space.
Yeah, this it's for kind of the old design or the race design, but this would be longer and it will be in a slightly different place.
Okay, so Ibrahim Ozel asks, will you do more giveaways? So we are still giving away one full spec Dygma Defy for those who become a VIP before the Kickstarter campaign. Julian.
We're waiting for you, Julian.
Yeah, you can
Here it is. Become a VIP, yes.
You can become a VIP there, and yes, we will be giving away one among the VIPs. And plus, you'll get a free add-on when you get your Defy, or two free add-ons if you get two Defys, which will be a bit cheaper if you get two, and you will save also amount of money in shipping, because shipping will be.
So from marketing, the message is buy two Defys.
Buy two Defys, one for home, one from
one for home, one for the office,
yeah.
one for you, for someone you love, for a friend, for your neighbors. Let's spread the word and spread the product because it's amazing.
Yeah. So Alice Sang is asking, how can I confirm I am a VIP other than the VIP email I received? So yeah, that email is more than enough, and also in your we will be sending more emails, and there's also always a section that says important info for VIPs, explaining what we have explained, that you don't have to get that extra add-on. So if you want 3, get 2. If you want 2, get 1. If you want 1, don't get any add-on on the Kickstarter campaign. That's explained in every email for the VIPs. So if you are seeing that, then you are a VIP, and plus the email that you received. But if you have any doubts, you can ask us in social media, and we will check it for you, in case you are worried. Okay, so yeah, Mazoteca. I'm gonna read that in Spanish because maybe it's Spanish. Any plan on repairing guides, just in case? Plan on repairing guides, like
Sure.
I fix it.
Yeah, it's not something that we're doing right now, but sure, it will be super easy to repair. So yeah.
Yeah, and we'll probably make videos.
Yeah, because we are kind of more like video-ish people.
Yeah, we love making videos. There's not enough time to make videos.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Okay, I think I've come to the end of the questions, but I'm gonna go a bit back.
Actually, it's really good because I said that I would like to last this Q&A 1 hour and a half, and it's exactly 1 hour,
1 hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. So perfect. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Maybe like you wanna go through just like 3 questions or?
Yeah, like a quick question. So maybe quick thank you to the Will Valentino, who's an original backer here from the Dygma race. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Backers. Yes. You're in our heart.
The Armel is asking, will the PCB support screw-in stabilizers?
Great question. To be honest, I don't think so. But there's only one stabilizer per side, and is the low profile in the edge of the Thumbcluster. Yeah, it's only this one. These 2 keys are the only ones that are going to have the stabilizer, and it's a low profile stabilizer. So even in the case that you wanted to change, you would need to have a low profile stub that it's kind of rare. So yeah.
Yeah, and all the other keys are 1 unit. So except this that are custom.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. So the Doge2 or Doge2 is asking, how is the durability of the wristpads in the Defy?
Great.
Yeah, as great as they're even better than the races. I would say.
Actually, we are reworking the wristpads or the palm pads, and the ones that we use actually, I'm gonna pull one of these ones. The ones that we use in the race have this stickiness to it. They're made of silicone, so this is not glue. This is part of the silicone properties. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit of shine. There you can see. Yeah. And so what we are doing is, because this is something that doesn't reach you guys, but we've had quite some issues with the factory and with the quality control that eventually makes us put many of these palm pads in the bin, so you guys don't experience these issues. So we've been reworking how to create the palm pads, and instead of using silicone, we're using memory foam, and we're using magnets. So the keyboard will have magnets inside, and we will have the memory foam palm pads that have a plastic sheet underneath with some magnets, so you will be able to stick it with magnets instead of with
one part will be magnet and the other one will be metal, so because 2 magnets repel each other.
No, actually, actually there's magnets on top of I mean, we'll be trolling if we put the magnets and we flip them. Yeah, exactly.
It will be levitating. That would be cool, like a levitating palm pad.
Okay, yeah. Questionable, but cool. Yes, maybe we will get some refunds if that happens. Yes, but anyway, the durability will be good. And if there's any issues with durability, contact our customer support. That is great, and we will fix it.
Yeah. And one last question that we've gotten also on social media sometimes. Christian Fuentalba is asking, does the race tenting fit on the Defy?
No.
So like, can you use it with the Defy?
No, because the Defy already has a tenting kit inside if you want it to be there. And the
sizes are different, the holes are different, exactly, and everything is different.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Yeah. Can we get the new ones, like the new palpas for the race?
No, because it would no. Oh, we are having here some kind of issues with the cameras.
Sorry.
No, because it would require the race to have magnets inside, and the races don't have magnets inside. So this is something that it's going to be a new feature of the Defy.
Yeah. And lastly, there's one question from Joao. since the positions of the neurons are not the same, can the Bluetooth and RF be used at the same time?
No, because to be able to use the Bluetooth, you need to plug the Neuron inside the Defy, and to be able to use the RF, you need to plug the Neuron to the computer. So it's not possible. Yeah. One or the other.
So yeah, well, and I think that's all.
So this is the last one. Okay. Yeah. So, Julian, thank you. Thanks for your help. Maybe
and thank you.
You can see his hand again. He's too shy to show his face. I don't know why, but anyway.
I think there's a video where we show his face, like the Dygma News.
Like,
the Dygma News videos. You can see his face.
Okay.
For a briefly split second. Yeah.
Well, Miguel, thanks for your help. It was really cool to have you here.
And it was really nice answering all your questions and being able to help. And don't forget to become a VIP.
VIP time.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. don't forget to become a VIP.
And also you can follow the Kickstarter page if you want, because it's already pre-launch, so you can do that.
Yeah, and that clapping is Julian. Yeah, he's really happy. He wants to go home because it's dinner time here in Spain. So yeah. Anyway, so it was great fun. Thanks for coming by and asking any questions. If your question was not answered, please ask again in Discord
or in the
Reddit.
Comments of this YouTube video too,
exactly.
And we will answer them on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit.
You name it. Yeah, exactly.
And we will be there answering.